As we're live, so we're live. Got the chat going right now too. So that's good. Thank God that's working. Yeah, so guys, listen, this is your boy the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What is good, guys? Hope everyone do as well. Hope you guys are having an amazing, amazing, amazing day today. Absolutely good times, great times to be involved in the digital asset space without question. Great time to be involved with XRP, the greatest digital asset ever created. So hopefully this is going to work good. Hopefully the chat is working the right way. Hopefully the sound is working better. Devon Steve says that's a bit better. Yeah, so this time I'm not actually using Devon. It's good to see you in the stream, brother. Not actually using what am I? A headphone or a microphone. Hopefully that works good, better than last time. Headphones, it seems like they echo. So how am I sounding, Devon? Am I sounding like the can thing, or can you barely hear me? Give me some feedback, my friend, so I can kind of see if I need to adjust anything. I tell you what, this OBS is something else. It really is. It is. It is an experience and a half dealing with this OBS. Normal, perfect, says XRPJT. Wow. Okay, great. Excellent. Excellent. Well, that's good to know. That is definitely good to know, guys. I'm glad to see you in the stream. Yeah, man, I'm really excited about this new site that I just I didn't stumble upon it. It sound fine. Pictures like never ending story. Picture is story. So I'm hoping that so right now you guys are just seeing me, right? Or you're not seeing my screen, right? Camille Richards, how are you? Pictures like never ending story. Right, so you guys are just seeing me, right? Not my screen. Is that correct? I can see your screen. Camille Butcher says she's blessed. Absolutely. Also, you can see my screen. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Absolutely. I can see your screen, says Robert Westberg. How are you? I think, Robert, weren't you just commenting on a video too of mine? Is this the same? I think it is the same Robert. The picture looks like. You said you were a former banker, Robert Westberg. Is that right? Is that you? Blessings from Toronto. I'm absolutely glad to see you here, Camille. I think that is. I think that is you. But guys, listen, I'm going to talk about a couple of things. Yes, that is me. Your software interface in your picture. Okay, so you see the OBS screen. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Yep. So you see the software interface. So you see this here, which is what I see. So that is cool. Yeah, good to see you in the stream, my friend. Robert, I'm glad to see that you're here, my friend. So I'm gonna talk about a couple of things. I'm gonna go over some stuff that I found on Twitter. Um, I posted a little short 5 minute video, really kind of talking about what's kind of going on with the market. That game that the last couple of videos that I talked about, where the game is still being played, they're still doing it. The FUD in the market space in the marketplace is crazy. China has lost their mind. Absolutely has lost their mind. Hey, guys, by the way, please smash the like buttons on the way in. It definitely helps with the channel, and I definitely appreciate that. I jump on your live stream as soon as I see them. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that, Robert. So, China doing this thing, big dilemma going on with Bitcoin right now and the miners. That's crazy. I mentioned that in the video that I uploaded earlier today. So that's a little crazy as well because they're like in the tough spot there with those miners. It costs so much money to mine a Bitcoin. Number one, like $8,000 to do that. And so if they're winning or losing, depending upon the setup that they have, then they got to go out and spend more Bitcoin, which can obviously affect the price of Bitcoin. So it's just kind of crazy. And right now, XRP is attached to Bitcoin, but we will decouple. It's just a matter of time. Any of you guys check out the stream or the speech, her first talk, Madame Lagarde's first talk as president of the ECB. Any of you guys catch that? Anybody catch that? 416 crypto. I thought I did that. What's going on, 416 crypto? How are you, my friend? Made a couple of you guys. Oh yeah, really, Robert? You know what? I'm going to do this for you too, my friend, because I would really love to get your perspective on this whole digital asset space as well. I loved your comments. I love the information that you shared in your comments, Robert, for sure. Good to hear that. Crypto Surfer, what is going on? 416 Crypto, glad you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, Camille, she didn't really say much in her speech at all. Nothing really. She mentioned digital, but she didn't really, not much to really say there. But I don't know if I expected much from her, but I was hoping a little bit more than that. But we'll see. We all know if we're XRP hotlos, we all know that she is a fan, without question. Maybe it's going to kind of take a little bit of time to kind of work some things in, but we all know that she's a fan. Sam, what does I say? Sammy Money on a flight from Hawaii back to Alaska. What did I miss? Not much, bro. We just got started, Sammy. What's the true market value? Yeah. So we're gonna go over that a little bit. This is just an interesting site. So right now, let's check out the current prices. She is for sure, without question, Robert. So the current prices right now is Bitcoin's at $7,285. Wowzers. And Ethereum is at $150. XRP is at 23 cents. Woo! I am loving that. Bitcoin Cash is at $208. Bitcoin Cash seems to always kind of do its thing, right? And Litecoin's at $47.99. But I wanted to share with you guys this site. So listen, 23 cents. I don't know. I just got a ton at 26 cents. So Uh, but what I used some BTC that I had for like 6 weeks to get that XRP. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna go ahead and get some more at 23 cents. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna kind of do the 20 cents thing or not. But right, man, that's pretty close to five for a dollar right there at 23 cents. When you agree? But this site here is a really really interesting one, guys. It's called CoinFairValue.com. And I learned about this from the awesome Cryptopolis. And I said, let me go check this thing out and see what's kind of up. It's interesting the way they kind of do the things that they do, and the way they determine the value and stuff like that. It says we don't speculate. Fair values displayed here are based on current usage of each coin. They don't contain speculation on future variations of their usage. I love that. So it is completely on current usage of each coin. We leave speculation to investors. And so when I'm looking here at the different things here, and they kind of tell you what each of these things mean. I think the only one they don't do is uh, the FVU, which is fair value uncertainty. Obviously, we know what that is. Fair market cap. That's an interesting one. Let's read the definitions according to this site. Fair value. It says intrinsic or theoretical value of the coin according to its current usage. Fair value is the result of a new yet simple rational economic model for currencies, similar to what discounted cash flows is for stocks. So that's their different definition of fair value. And I like it. I like the usage. I current usage, not predicted or expected or any kind of variance at all. I like it. So Bitcoin, look, this is an interesting thing, right? So current price of Bitcoin, they got it at 73.91. Let me. Why do they have that at 73.91? That's pretty high. And they got XRP at 24 cents. Let me see something. Yeah, so okay, so it adjusted. It was I needed to refresh it. Bitcoin 72.79, XRP at 24 cents. Litecoin Watch had 23 cents. Let's see what my Binance app has. 23 cents. So cool. So just check out the prices. Interesting to know that the Bitcoin price in terms of fair value is significantly lower, over $1,000 less than what it's showing on the exchanges. And the XRP price is what, 2.5 times nearly, 550. So right, 2 point something times more in terms of fair value, according to what they like to use. Click on a coin to access charts and more data. So I read you the definition of fair value. Here's an interesting one, and I'm trying to understand it. Guys, let me know. If you guys understand it, please let me know. So this is the P/FV. So if you know, if you understand it, just put PFV there and just tell me what you think. The price to fair value ratio is a measurement of the growth expectation of the coin usage with respect to the reference coin. In other words, approximately how many times more the market thinks the coin is going to be used with respect to the reference coin. I like that. The price to fair value ratio is a measurement of the growth expectation of the coin usage with respect to the reference coin. In other words, approximately how many times more the market thinks this coin is going to be used with respect to the reference coin. The PFV is a price multiple for currencies equivalent to what price to earnings ratio or price to discounted cash flows ratio is for stocks. I mean, what do you guys think about that? I just think between the two of those, that's really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah, guys, definitely please smash Crypto Don Juan. What's good, bro? What is good? It's good to see you in the stream, my friend. Legendary, what's good, man? How you doing, brother? Sammy Money says 23 cents. I hope it drops to 10 cents so I can load more bags. Yeah, I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed because for me, anything under $1 don't make any difference to me. 25, 75, 65, 85. But I haven't got to $1 yet. I'm still buying. I told my better half, uh, I'm going to be buying well past $1. Well past $1. Good to see you, Crypto Don Juan. TF, what is going on, my friend? How are you? Yeah, exactly. See, and I love that, Robert. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. First of all, my friend, I don't even say CMC. I don't even mention their name. I don't even listen to their name, right? So I have been using Live Coin Watch. As you guys saw, I've been using Live Coin Watch. Robert, I don't even mention CMC. I don't even say their full name. Like, ridiculous what they've done. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna look and see what happens when they finally start to, when they go into phase two, when they're gonna start implementing the liquidity from the exchanges. I think they said it's gonna be phase two. So I'm gonna see what they're doing with that because they got the whole liquidity adjustment thing going on right now, right? Robert, they got this whole CMC has this whole new liquidity metrics that they're implementing. They put phase one in, but it didn't include exchanges and different stuff like that. So, I'm going to see if they adjust it. I think that they have to. I think there's some things they have to do because NASDAQ is no joke and they have an XRP L index, right? Liquidity index. And so, it's going to be tough snowing, if you will, sledding, tough sledding for a lot of these CMCs. And I'm hoping that Live Coin Watch can hang around or at least push come to shove, get snatched up for some major cash by someone else. Because I really like Live Coin Watch. Yeah, guys, please smash the likes on the way in. In fact, it really helps the channel if you smash the likes. Make sure you hit the subscribe and ring that bell. I don't see my subs on this thing, which is subscribers are. I know we're coming close to 2,000 guys, so we're definitely. If you guys haven't subscribed already, I definitely appreciate it if you like what you hear. Go check. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I am going to, you guys are not going to believe this, but I am going to actually upgrade again on this. Go to obs.live. If anybody in here streams, please let me know if you've used obs.live. It's from Streamlabs, or I think it's called Streamlabs, something like that. Hello, XRP and ETN, who are hated, would do very well. Crypto, absolutely. Yep, yep. I made my first killing with Electronia, my friend. Everyone said, I mean, we'll see if it lasts. Let's see if it has long-term stickability with Electronium. But it was definitely some cash to be made with there. Robert Westberg says 10 cent XRP is a blessing from, without question, from God. Without question, Robert. AEW Smart. What's up with the CMC liquidity metric? Well, they're doing a new liquidity metrics. That was a something there. Was that a sub or a thing? I don't know. They're doing a new liquidity metrics for the site, so they're going to adjust the way things have been, the way they've been doing it, and base it more on liquidity instead of all these other different things. And so AEW Smart, Smart. And so we'll see. They got 3 phases that they're going to do, but it's going to be a lot of it's going to be on liquidity metrics. And so I'm excited to see if CMC is going to really do what they say they're going to do and how fair they're really going to be. Adam W. Parker, laugh out loud. If that liquidity boosts XRP, we're going to be singing CMC's name. Yeah, you never know. I might actually go onto that site once or twice if they do what they're supposed to, if they do what they say they're going to do. So we'll see. Saturn Net One. I'm sorry, folks, but couldn't resist XRP at 23 cents. Hey, no need to be sorry, my friend. Yeah, I was just saying Saturn Net One that I got a ton of it at 20, like it was 26 cents, like 26 point something cents. But I used some old BTC, so I told my better half, look, I was some old BTC that I had, I think I'm gonna go get some more at 23 cents, like, you know what I mean? There's no need to wait for 20 cents. That doesn't make any difference. JS, anyone else enjoying the bear? Now, are you seeing the bear or are you seeing me? That's the thing that I'm trying to figure out. Which screen are you guys seeing? Well, you should be seeing this screen. Are you guys seeing that bear running around, or are you seeing this screen here with the chat and all? Exactly. Take everything CMC says with a grain of salt, says 416 crypto, without question. There are 5 times more XRP drops than BTC Satoshi, says Passion Rick. What's good to see you in the stream, brother. Hence, XRP should be at least 1/5 the price of BTC. Huh. Based on scarcity, not considering utility. Yeah. Well, that's interesting too, because they got the different circulating supplies, and I know that factors in right now. That is something that currently factors in. Robert says, waiting for a good sized check on the 29th, but my fear is XRP will go back to 29. I know, Robert. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm the same thing. Same thing. I mean, this is pretty close to 5 for $1. Okay. Robert says no bear chat screen. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close, right? So, guys, what do you think about that? The site Coin Fair Value. I like it. And so, interestingly enough, they're saying the fair value for XRP is 68 cents. Again, let me read their definition of fair value. Fair value is intrinsic or theoretical value of the coin according to its current usage. Fair value is the result of a new yet simple rational economic model for currencies, similar to what discounted cash flows is for stocks. Okay, and then they got the prices here, and I just think it's interesting that the fair value for BTC is $1,000 or more, $1,000, $1,100 less than current price. I think that's interesting. Right, and then you see XRP, the current price is 24, but they're saying the fair value of it is actually 68 cents. And so here's another column that I think is, again, I think it's interesting. The price to fair value ratio is a measurement of the growth expectation of the coin usage with reference to the reference coin. In other words, approximately how many times more the market thinks the coin is going to be used with respect to the reference coin. And so let's think about that. So got Bitcoin at 1.19. 1.1 times more is what I'm expecting to increase that usage. XRP, it says 0.36, Ethereum 0.79, Binance Coin 0.22, Stellar, interesting, it says 0.46. I think that's interesting. And I'm thinking just like any chart, reds are a negative, and greens are a positive. That's what it would look like to me. The price to earnings ratio. The price to earnings ratio equivalent is just the PFV value multiplied by 15. 15 is the average value of the price to earnings ratio in the S&P 500 with data since 1900. It is therefore considered a neutral value in fundamental investing. By multiplying the price to fair value by 15, one obtains a value that can be directly compared to stocks. And so I'm guessing that there's stocks, so this will be a $17.89 stock. Okay. XRP at $5.34. It was equivalent if it was an equivalent of a stock. And I think that's interesting. When you consider the price of XRP in relation to the price of Bitcoin, and yet in terms of stock, Bitcoin is only 3 times, just about 3 times as much as XRP. I think that's interesting when you really, really look at it. Look at Ethereum, $11.82. I think that's very, very, very interesting. I like this chart, guys. I really do like this chart. So it's coinfairvalue.com. And I noticed that VeChain, interestingly enough, was not on here. VeChain was not on here. I thought that was really, 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 really interesting. Digibyte, $2.86 to the equivalent of a stock, right? So uncertainty, again, they give no definition for uncertainty. It just says fair value uncertainty. So and why would one be red or one be green? But look, so, right, 14.9% for Bitcoin, XRP at 32%. And so there's somewhere to really kind of calculate that. 32.3%, Ethereum 22%, Binance Coin 52%. So I'm guessing that they're saying that it's uncertain that it's going to rise in value. I'm not really sure. But I think like any standard chart, red would be negative and green would be positive, right? It's also got fair market cap. This is an interesting chart as well. Market cap of the coin, if its price were to match its fair value. In other words, the market capitalization of the coin, if the market was not incorporating any usage growth expectation into the price. Wow, this is really, really good. So the prices of the fair market cap and market cap seem to be the same. Interesting thing here, right? So that's the dollar and euro. Let's not look at that. So Bitcoin, 111 billion, market cap 131 billion. XRP fair market cap is 68 billion, market cap 24 billion. Interesting. The fair market cap is significantly higher. Interesting. Guys, tell me what you think about that. I haven't even got to the fair value change yet. That's another interesting. Are you guys finding that interesting as well? I mean, I really like that, right? Do you know why there's an asterisk next to some of them, including XRP? I do not. Legendary said asterisk is data 2 hours old. Thanks, Legendary. I appreciate that. Legendary, are you familiar with this coinvalue .com, or are you just checking it out now while you're on the stream? Alex D. Vods, what's going on, bro? That's right, man. Old money don't want us to win, my friend. JS says, laugh out loud, bear market. I would expect more drops. Bitcoin is running the show. Yeah, currently, they are. Robert Westberg, the former banker. I tell you, this guy is he has some really great comments in some of my videos, man. Smart guy. Says that stock comparison is interesting. Didn't Ripple have the price of XRP at $9.45 back in the summer for a few hours? Then they corrected it. Yes, I remember that. I do remember that. Yep, I do remember that. If you click on the green XRP, it brings up more stats. Check out. I know 416 crypto. I know I was going to get to that. I did do that earlier today. I just think that's interesting. But here's the thing, 416 crypto. Is that 5 years from now or 5 years from 5 years ago? And they're saying that that's how much the value has increased, right? Are they saying that the value has increased from 5 years ago? I'm guessing because it's 24 hours, then it's 1 week, and then it's interesting chart, right? Yeah, I'm gonna click on that extra 416 crypto and let you guys check that out as well. Small Town XRP says market cap is a useless metric. Don't waste your time with it. I hear that, bro. I hear that, my friend. John Citizen 76, how are you, my friend? Legendary says, I've been watching it for a little while. I think it's a good tool. I agree, Legendary. I think it's a good tool. Really good tool. Let me click on this again because I think this is interesting. So we're going to see how we're over XRP. And then they have this thing where first, whoever said about the market cap, think about the market cap. But this chart has what they call quote unquote fair market cap as well. So I think that's interesting that they have that. I really do think that they have the market cap and the fair market cap. But look at it says fair value change. You can set it for 24 hours, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 5 year. Again, anyone disagree with me with this chart that essentially anything that is red is unfavorable and anything that is green is favorable? Anyone disagree with that? I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. I don't think so. But look at the fair value change in 24 hours. It's 7.34% for XRP, minus 0.65% for Bitcoin. And if you go down here, XRP is leading the way. Fair value change, positive 7%. I just think that's interesting because the price of XRP has gone down. I know the Digibyte over here, 15%. I think that's really, really interesting. And then you got Walton Chain at 11%. Oh, 20% here for Enigma. Never heard of Enigma. But interesting thing. Very, very interesting. Verge. And then you can go over here and you can set the one trailing month chart of fair value versus price. Okay. So one trailing month chart of fair value, which is green, versus price, which is orange. This chart allows for detecting the trend and divergence. But here's the thing that's interesting. I'm going to click on XRP just for a second. What I did before 416 crypto is I just clicked on each one, right? So I was here, and I just went to 1 week. So it went from 7 points to 5.37%, right? Then 1 month, it went up to 43%. 1 year, 99%. In 5 years, 3,583.49%. Let's look at XRP this way. See what we can see. Fair value 68 cents, price Currently, it's 24% price fair value, PE equivalent, $5.34. Wow. It's got this median fees on here. It's got velocity, 24-hour velocity, total discounted velocity. Wow. Interesting. Current supply, total discounted supply. And they're different. Fair market cap, total discounted fair market cap, total discounted market cap. So I really do like that they got different charts here, different ways to kind of check it out and really kind of get a really good estimate for what it is. New trends control, fair value versus price, market caps, inputs by transaction, velocity, and basket. So let me go back down. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, year to date. Oh, okay, so it's a regular chart. Yeah, I like it. I really like it a lot. I'm starting to start using this a lot more. But the reason why I got turned on to this by Cryptopolis, and the reason why I went to it, because he's a really, really smart guy. Okay, number one, really, really smart. And this is kind of the thing that he does. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe his background is he used to create algorithms, right? So really, really sharp, smart investor. And he said he really, really said you guys should really look into this and check it out. So I did. So I like it. I really do like it. I really do. Let's see. Let me check out some of the comments here. 416 Crypto says, and once more corridors go live, that would be an interesting metric to track. Absolutely, man. Bitcoin has a rough future, says Legendary. I agree. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really, really tough. JS says it's going to be rough for a month. Look for XRP to separate out from other cryptos. Market flags are consistent with Bitcoin right now, but hit more resistance. XRP could break out while Bitcoin drops. Yeah, okay. JS says that separation could happen. Watch for it. Might mean bull on XRP. Maybe so, JS. Bobby XRP, Axelrod. Low price, opportunity to buy more. Absolutely. I know. And I'm going to sneak and get some more. I'm going to sneak and get some more, I think. Crypto man, what's going on? Hello, people. XRP is on sale. It is on sale. I said, agree with red bag, green good. Okay. Yep. Agree with red bag, green good. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? So, hey, Siege, stay here. I keep hearing about this casino coin, says RC. My friend DM Logic did 2 videos on it and why he invested. Yeah, I remember him mentioning casino coin, and does it have something to do with that? And somehow with the ledger of some way, shape, form, or fashion. Casino coin. I thought I heard that. Buying opportunity of 3 lifetimes, says John Citizen 76. We are going to laugh so hard looking back at these prices. I know. I'm telling you that is so true. Be calm, accumulate when you can, and hodl. Get your ZERPs off the exchanges without questioning. Great information, man. But I agree, it's going to come a time and day, right? It is just going to come a time and day when we're going to be laughing at these numbers. The same way that the Ethereum and the people on Ethereum that did what they did when they were able to do it. Laughing. And Bitcoin, as a matter of fact. XRP's fair value for today's utility is $1,000, says Dalton Roberts. What's going on, Dalton? How are you, my friend? XRP Harlem says it's $1,000 coin today. I agree. John Phillip II just bought 400 XRP for $100. Laugh aloud. That's BTC. Thanks, BTC. That's funny. Yeah, legendary. Good information in Investor One, and you're right. I was gonna read that as well. Interesting the way they worded all of that, right? It's an interesting site. It really is an interesting site, legendary. Dalton Roberts says, "Okay, I've seen you in the investment telegram chat before, Dalton. Right? Nostro Vostro accounts emptied, easily hits 10 trillion in market cap. Takeover Swift 6.7 trillion in transactions per day. Yep. Bobby XRP Axelrod says market shaking weak hands keep shaking. Yeah, I know. I did a video on that earlier, man. So you gotta be careful because the powers that be are trying to get us to get out of the digital asset space. That's without question. Alex D Vlog says you buy more XRP today. Bottom is in, bro. I know. You think? Yeah, I know. Me and Robert were just saying that. Like, I got the cash there, stacked away, but I'm just like, waiting on 20 cents might be no good because it could go to 29 cents in 2 hours, right? And this is close to 5 for a dollar right now, right? 23, 24 cents. Definitely 4 for a dollar. Anyone buying casino coins, says Tony Campos, you might as well give me your money. Wow. Thank you, Dalton. I appreciate that. It says, living the dream. Keep up the great work, bro. Thank you. I will definitely do that. Or you might be crying if you missed this opportunity. I know, 24 cents, man. Yeah, and it's funny because, again, less than 4 days, I was at 26 cents. I bought some. Nate BXRP says, did anyone listen to Christine Lagarde's first speech as head of his ECB today? Yeah, I listened to that. Nate and a few people in the stream listened to it as well. Wasn't much to it, man. Wasn't much to it at all, my friend. Not much at all. Robert says, Alex, do you think that he's just speaking amongst himself, but do you think this is the bottom? Don't we think we'll go to 16? Yeah, it's interesting. Bottom is in. Get in. Alex D. Vog says the bottom is in. we shall see. We shall see. And so, I don't know, maybe half now and then, kind of save a little bit and see if it might happen to that 20 cents. Maybe that's an interesting way to look at it. Buying Zerps by the 1,000 at this price, says Bobby XRP. I love that name, Bobby XRP Axelrod. Is that from Billionaires? Brad Garlinghouse has publicly stated a month or two ago that the bottom was in at 21 cents. Well, I guess we'll see. You guys having a great conversation amongst yourselves. Yes, that's 1100 in the chain, 900 XRP, 400 in 0x, 400 in Stellar. I hear you, bro. I hear that. Got that diversified thing going on. Yep. Bobby Axelrod says, yep, from Billions. That was a good show, man. I think they got a new series, right? Don't they have a new set of things coming out? I think they do. But let's go into this Twitter thing, guys. I just wanted to share that site with you guys. I think it's a really, really interesting chart. Hopefully, Cryptopolis will kind of dive deep into it as well. I like it. I really do like it, and it seems fair. And I like in places where you were expected for positives from a digital asset, XRP has them. I like that. Bobby XRP Actualize says invest in the fundamentals without question. You do have a new series. That's what I thought. Let me go over here to some of my bookmarks. And let me go over this one real quick because I just think this is interesting. This whole polysign thing is really fascinating. Stewart XRP. Shout out to Stewart XRP. A new account mechanism that should allow the XRP ledger to efficiently service humanity's scale is in deployment. This would allow everyone to have an account on the XRP ledger. This is from Arthur Brito in 2017. Polysign, next generation custodial bank platform, founded by Arthur and David. Arthur Brito, okay, and David Schwartz. So this should be done again now that XRP is at all-time high. Oh, who's watching the store at RL these days? So this was in June of 2017. The purpose of the reserve is to protect the ledger from ledger spam. However, accounts are currently needlessly being created by at least one popular exchange as a deposit address per user when only a single deposit address is required for the entire exchange. Clearly, the reserve is not yet high enough to prevent this. Looking forward to the XRP ledger. Needs to be able to scale to serve 7.5 billion people and even more devices. Yep, the current account mechanism doesn't like to scale to this level. Therefore, only those accounts that are most needed should be created. The reserve provides a barrier to entry for unneeded accounts. A new account mechanism that will allow the XRP ledger to efficiently service humanity scale uses is in development. This would allow everyone to have an account on XRP ledger for low cost while providing the necessary performance for humanity level service. I expect most users of XRP will use hosted accounts for their day-to-day needs, holding small amounts of XRP, placing orders and making payments. On ledger accounts would likely only be used by gateways, wallet operators, those that require cold wallets, those that have sufficient operational needs to justify acting on the ledger directly. Says at Arthur Brittle has a spec called WorldDB that scales the Ripple concept to everyone in the world. Yeah, I haven't read it in a while and don't remember exactly how it works. It's different enough from the existing XRP ledger that moving from one to the other would be non-trivial. There are also some of the other interesting things that Ripple research team has experimented with, like sidechain subledgers for XRP, which could be linked to the production ledger via interledger. For the time being, Ripple is focused on improving liquidity volume and ability of the XRP ledger while decentralizing the validators. Yep, making Ripple fewer resources for the current usage pattern may be part of that. It's a tricky dance to gauge resource limits and move preemptively without wasting too much effort optimizing things that don't need optimizing. PolySign is building the next generation custodial bank platform, digital assets, and cryptocurrencies. Leading blockchain architects Arthur Brittle and David Schwartz designed PolySign's solution for securing digital assets. Wow. I'm glad those dudes are on our side. I'm glad that those dudes are on our side, right? Man, the guy said 50 people on the stream currently. Please smash the likes and subs. Trying to get to 2,000 subs tonight, as a matter of fact. Going for it tonight so we can start doing some more things on this channel for sure. Alex E. Bog says, I bought Pundi X. I love it, right? So, man, glad to have those guys on our side. I'm telling you. Brito and Schwartz, thunder and lightning without question, says 416 Crypto. Blockchain is the future. I have zero emotions to this. The project with the use cases will be monsters. That is without question, Bobby. Without question. What else did I got here? Did I share with you guys? Retail. I mean, the retail market, forget about it. It's like, so we probably heard about this from Ian Norton. While we are not currently developing a central bank digital currency, we have assessed and analyzed the costs and benefits of pursuing such an initiative in the United States. United States exams launching digital currency confirms the Federal Reserve Chairman. I know you guys heard about that. I'm not going to read over that, but that's really, really interesting that they're confirming that they're looking into. It's going to be something, a USDX, in my humble opinion, a Fed coin of some way, shape, form, or fashion. It's coming. Right now, the central bank digital currencies, it may be a good thing because they're kind of digitizing and looking to do that, but it's going to be it's just another tool for the banks to be able to kind of work in that negative interest rate space, as far as I'm concerned. The future of payment settlement in a decentralized economy, Ripple's Margin Delatine. 2 minutes. Let me see if I can play this for you guys.
Especially when we talk money, we are talking one of the largest in the world. And well, they are facing some challenges. The aim for them is to reduce the cost. They opt actually to use complaining about using asset as a bridge. And obviously, the ultimate the economy scale and the cheaper and better service. Our vision, I heard that multiple people are using that, the internet value. Internet value means sending money, like you said, messages. Well, but easy to, especially when we talk about money, we are talking about we are talking about. We are working the network with RippleNet. I can say I'm coming to Swift. I used to many years with incumbent and existing. And when I joined Ripple, I knew, especially in at banks and institutions. But what we are doing, you cannot transform the world. Not going to happen. You have to go the pace or the readiness of financial industry. So what we are doing, part of our work is to help the business as usual, the banks, LT, through the connection in order to and get trusted. So they are using actually our software in order to send one point to another real time. It's cross-border real time, addressing a lot of challenges. Secondly, we are working very closely with those organizations that are ready today to embrace digital assets and liquidity. And of course, we are helping community this technology. This is a bunch of names that you see than 200 customers. This is not most of these logos that you see today, they have signed production deal. This is not about proof of concept. This is not about having that in the lab.
And she didn't even show she didn't even show the chart, but she said this is not, this is not marketing. She's just saying, look, most of that stuff is in production right now. Huge, right? Huge what we're doing. But I love the fact she said it's going to take some time. We got to understand it. We kind of got to get that and just know that, what they're looking to do is a huge undertaking. They got some smart people behind it. It's going to definitely take some time to get there. Definitely going to take some time to get there. And we need that, that perspective and understand that what we're looking to do is really, really huge. I've always said that I thought the message behind Swell, what they wanted to bring back to the community and why they had certain people out at the, certain content creators out as Swell was for 3 reasons. And that was to promote patience, promote knowledge, promote patience, and promote maturity, right? Knowledge, patience, and mature. Just understand that this is going to take some time to get to where it is that we need to get to. The market is volatile, unknown why it tanked. I have no worries. Absolutely. Love skipping for me too. Oh, the stream was skipping? Is that what you're saying? The screen was skipping? How is it now, guys? Yeah, man, you're gonna get that Nate B XRP, right? Some people just don't quite understand. They just quite don't understand what's going on, right? They just look, they're not gonna understand until old money gets the word out to mainstream media and says, okay, yeah, you can let them know now. You can let them know what's up. That's how it works, unfortunately. I think David Schwartz was out for those couple days so they can clone him with everything he has to do. Yeah, no, Robert, tell me about it, right? So we're good now? Oh, for the video was skipping. Sound from her video clip. Good now. Okay, from the video clip. Okay. Video was skipping. That's interesting. It's funny too, but yeah, I think it was skip a little bit. Last time I did that, I watched something early on Twitter and I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was yeah, so that's an interesting, right? Let me go on to something else here too. The back thing is huge. Back to launch cash settle Bitcoin futures next month. Quick tape. Back has officially announced its plans to launch cash settle Bitcoin futures next month. The new product will be listed by ICE Futures Singapore. Lucas Schmedes, president and CEO of ICE Futures and Clear Singapore, said that it will offer, interesting in Singapore, right? Offer investors in Asia and around the world a convenient, capital efficient way to gain or hedge exposures in Bitcoin market. Like it. Back to provide a physically settled Bitcoin futures contract, has officially announced the launch of cash settled Bitcoin futures. Love it. I really do love it. It's just progress in this space. Our new cash settled futures contract will offer investors in Asia and around the world a convenient, capital efficient way to gain or hedge exposure in Bitcoin markets, said Lucas Schmedes, president and CEO of ICE Futures. Building off the success of our deliverable futures contract, the cash settled futures will leverage ICE's regulated, globally accepted market to offer a safe, secure, and compliant environment for the trading of Bitcoin. ICE is the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange. Yes. Just the fact that they're getting into the space and they're doing it in a big way, and they're moving forward, right? They're not going backwards. They're not running away. And that's the thing. This, my friend, is something that you should probably show your friend at work when he's talking about Berkshire Hathaway. You got to ask himself, why is, the largest exchange in the world, why is the company that owns the New York Stock Exchange moving forward with Bitcoin and different derivatives of Bitcoin, if you will, different products of Bitcoin, different products in the financial markets around Bitcoin. I will show him that article for sure. There's Fidelity. This is from XRP Crypto Wolf. Shout out to XRP. That thing was from XRP Crypto Wolf as well. Fidelity Digital Assets will sign its first crypto exchange partner by the end of 2019 to give clients more liquidity. In 2020, they will add new crypto assets, developing its trading capabilities, scaling its business, and pursue licenses in more states. So, Bakkt and Fidelity, they're moving forward, right? I bet you your friends at work don't know about that. I bet you, because I talked to a financial planner guy. It wasn't Liberty Mutual. It was another one. I forget it. Had no idea. I turned him on to a couple of things. He had no idea. I told him about TD Ameritrade. I told him about Eric's Exchange. I told him about Fidelity Digital Assets and their site. And he had no idea. Had absolutely no idea. This Ripple drop I showed before, I think. But I didn't show this one. Oh, listen to Ethan Beers. I think this is important.
Developers. XRP ledger protocol. So for the past year, try to build XRP. And one of the things that we're building on blockchain is, and so developers into the XRP, and really, no matter where they're at. So for example, SDK, this SDK, make it really, and so using the previously 100 line JavaScript in order to transfer. Now using writes in Swift and actually just 10 lines. So this morning, so I think for any tech, developers take the code, take a new tech, integrate it, and so without developers, it's not made available. Just make it simple. Any developer that actually build on it.
All things are good. Audio skipping when you play the clips. Okay, so that is, I think it has something to do with the audio settings that I have set up, because it's kind of like a music talk. type of thing. So I think I have some something called duck or something on my settings that I have to change, guys. So thank you for letting me know that. Thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate that. Yeah, because I changed some audio settings trying to fix my audio deal. Because before I couldn't even talk, I had to use a microphone, I had to use like headphones or earphones. And I changed something on the desktop audio. I think it's some kind of ducking thing. I think way it works is it adjusts the sound based upon talking and hearing music. So when you talk, then the music goes down, type of thing. So it might be that why it's kind of saying it's skipping. But if you're saying the video is skipping, I'm thinking that's what that is. So it sounds like it's skipping. I'll make sure I chop that up. I'll make sure. Bashir Chardri, I'm not sure if they have any link with XRP. It's ISIS, just the International Concert Exchange, your own stock exchange. That they created the platform called Backed. Nate B XRP, it says it's funny how early we are. Man, we are so early. It is scary. It's scary how early that we are. Early adopters is like, all right, we are like literally pioneers in this space. We are so early, so blessed to be in this game so early. It says, no, the video is good. It's just the sound. So yeah, that's what it is. It's the music. It's the music talk type thing. My desktop audio settings is kind of set up like that. So changed. Yeah, but that's just so early in this game. I mean, I could talk about that forever and what we're doing with that. It's just it's amazing to me how blessed we are with this space, and how many people, how many digital assets have like a company like Ripple behind them. How many people have a David Schwartz, right? An Ethan Beard, right? A Stefan Thomas. I mean, the community, the people behind Ripple is massive. How many people have a Yoshi Taka Katao behind them? And what he's going to do with SBI, Asia, SBI, Remit. How many people have that? Mr. Katao is dedicated. He is 1,000% in on XRP. And how many digital assets have that? They just don't. How many people have members of Congress and people from SWIFT or major significant positions in Congress moving over to Ripple? Right? I mean, moving over to their company. How many people have that? It is a slam dunk. And I think that a lot of the people leaving and going to Ripple is because they see it as the future and they want to be part of something that will be life changing, right? They want to be part of this new financial framework. There's some young, brilliant minds, some young, brilliant minds over at Ripple. And the thing that they're doing with UBI, the UBRI, and inviting new, people from different universities to come in and find out different use cases for XRP and XRPL is massive. It's absolutely massive. Really is. I mean, who else has that? Who else has that? I mean, think about that, guys. Who else has that? It's a game over thing, and from a just a very elementary, rudimentary thing, in this digital asset space. Like I feel like I gotta have this thing that's gonna kind of pop wow in the interim while while XRP does this thing, right? So I diversified down, right? I had like 9 or 10, and now I'm down to just 3 different digital assets. But I just think that it's hard to say with XRP, man, because like you don't know when they're going to flip the switch. Like you don't know when that's going to happen. Unfortunately, we just don't know when that's going to happen. We just know that it is going to happen. And again, I love the Shane Ellis theory. To me, it makes 1,000% sense. Argot FFS, legendary. You know what I mean? It makes 1,000%. To me, it makes total perfect sense. The Shane Ellis there, it really does. What's to say? Robert says, Crypto Siege, for your sound issue, go to Windows, go to Control Panel, Hardware and Sound, change system. Oh, this is good stuff here. I'm going to take a picture of this so I know exactly how to do it, because trust me, Robert, when I say I have to do it step by step. So if I still got that canned sound, like I'm talking out of a can, change system sounds, communications tab, select do nothing if it's not already selected. Okay, I will definitely do that. F Castle, what's going on, my friend? Appreciate that, Robert. I really do. XRP killing me because, as you said, we don't know when exactly. I.e., example, we really know nothing when it comes to price. We don't. CNN's theory is only hope because it's clear from the hundreds of good news that it did lift tech price at all. Yeah, I mean, it's challenging because you don't know. And so I think with the price being the way it is, it's good because it didn't affect price, right? Didn't affect. So I got you. Because for me, I just know where it's going. I don't know when it's going. I just know that it's going, and I just think that when you look at what is going to be used, and isn't it becoming more and more obvious that it's going to be the back end? Becoming more and more obvious that it's going to be that back end thing. But don't forget, there's going to be other use cases like coils of the world, like Kava of the world, like Securitize and Dharma of the world. Those are going to be other use cases as well with VSAVE, Veen, and XRP Labs. It's going to be so the utility is going to happen. It's going to happen. This velocity of volume is another thing. We have to see how that's going to play out. But MoneyGram, to me, I've always said that MoneyGram and its uses of XRP, ODL, XRP, is Wall Street's proof of concept. Like I believe it, right? Because they understand MoneyGram. The people from Wall Street understand MoneyGram and its business model. They know that MoneyGram is using XRP. So when they hear the quarter 3 reports and the eventual quarter 4 reports, Wall Street will be able to make sense of that and get it and say, okay, tell me more about how this is working. Because MoneyGram is not reluctant at all to mention other revenue streams. And, I don't know, but I'm guessing that this Santander thing, well, let's put it this way. Sam I Am thinks that this whole Santander announcement that's coming about the Mexico corridor, and she mentioned Ripple. She thinks that's going to happen because of via and through MoneyGram. So that's what Sam I Am is saying. So that's an interesting thing in itself. But what do you think about that, Robert? Wouldn't you agree that MoneyGram's use of XRP is, in point of fact, the proof of concept for old money, real money, Wall Street? Wouldn't you agree? Because they can just make sense of that. They can judge the success of how XRP is going to be the financial markets based upon a real business in finances using it. F. Castle says you're right about MoneyGram being Wall Street's proof of concept, and they can show how it helps the bottom line financials. Exactly, right? Because Wall Street, right? They relate to that. They can understand that, right? They might not understand blockchain and hash graph and the ledger. They might not understand all of that. What IOP? What is that? IOP is like it is to STTP and HTTP. They don't understand that. They understand bottom line financials. Exactly. Robert Westberg says exactly. Show the bankers it works. Without question. Bankers will not move forward unless they see it working and they know they won't get fined. Exactly. Love it. Love hearing your perspective, brother. I'm so glad you're in this group, man, part of this channel, because you can give that banking, from that banker's perspective, man. And that's important. You can understand. Because it is what it is. They are wrapped around regulations, rules and regulations, without question. The clarity is coming. Here's an interesting thing. I would love for you guys to comment on this, okay? And what's the word I want? Humor me on this because I think this is so important. Brad Garlinghouse says this is a 26-mile journey, okay? And we're at mile marker 2. I began to think and started pondering what will happen when regulatory clarity comes to fruition. When we have regulatory clarity, regulatory certainty, tell me the mile marker that you think will be when we get that regulatory clarity, regulation certainty, like the Token Taxonomy Act or something like that being in. Someone commented when I asked this question the other day, they said mile 25. Mile 25. And if that's true, here's the thing that I know. We're not far off from regulatory certainty. That I know. That I know. And they may give us pieces here and pieces there. But I can guarantee by the Q1 of 2020, we are going to know something. Because Bank of America is not messing around. Robert Westberg, did you see my presentation on Bank of America and what they're looking to do? Have you seen that, my friend? Or what it looks as though they're looking to do? So I had someone in my comments say, man, with regulatory clarity, we would be at mile 25. Bob Marley, what's going on, my friend? This dude said mile 25. I don't know what mile marker would be in. I just know that we're close to regulatory certainty because Bank of America and Wells Fargo are moving. Santander are moving. We already know about PNC as being on the Ripple net, a Ripple partner. The banks, they're moving, and you cannot dismiss the Bank of America's patent with Ripple. Can't dismiss that. I mean, it's like that's real. That is real. So what mile marker would we be? What mile marker would we be at if we had regulatory clarity, regulatory certainty? Right? Think about that, guys. This guy said a couple streams ago, he said mile 25. Well, if that's the case, it's months away. Regulatory certainty and clarity is months away. Here's the thing that I always say, and I want you guys to really think about this because it's hugely important. We all know XRP liquidity, XRP equals liquidity, XRP equals liquidity. And here's the thing that I think a lot of people are missing, even some people in the XRP community. Here's what I always say. The global economic crisis has zero patience and waits on no one. The global economic crisis has zero patience and waits on no one. ISO 20022. I read something oh my God, I have to go over that again. I'm going to have to go over that again, man. I have not seen your video yet, but I believe that Bank of America will be the United States bank, will be the U.S. bank that makes big moves to XRP real world adoption. Yeah. Next stream, maybe I'll go over it again, but it's in you have to check out the videos. Go to my video players and check that out, man. And I got this presentation from the awesome guys from SPQR Media, SPQR Media, and Lee from SPQR Media. He sent it to me. He emailed it to me. I'm telling you, man, crazy. Yeah, definitely check it out. I don't want to spoil it for you. I don't want to spoil it for you, Robert. Crazy, absolutely. What's this say? D says, I'm in it for the simple reason I'm an early adopter, meaning I'm on the right side of the history. Yes, without question. I love that. On the right side of history. We're all winning already. I just did a video that said we're winning too, my friend. Price is the least of my concern. Fundamentals. D, smart, my bro. You're smart. XRP law of a patent. Exactly. Think about corporations and their lawyers. If regulatory clarity wasn't on the near horizon, those lawyers would not give their stamp of approval to sign on with Ripple. Good point. Good point. Robert Westberg says, true dat. Good point, man. It's an excellent point, my friend. Absolutely excellent point. I'm going to go over one more, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. Why does that? What is XRP? It's fast, it's scalable, it's cheap, it's sustainable, and it's stable. That's what XRP is. And I love Status. If you guys have not checked out his site, is status.hr. Great graphics, especially if you guys are into graphics and like to use different graphics. I love this chart. XRP is the native crypto of XRP Ledger. XRP is the third largest crypto by market cap. XRP can be sent directly from the ledger address to anywhere. We all know this, right? XRP is sustainable and efficient digital asset in terms of energy consumption, eco-friendly crypto consumption for whatever versus Bitcoin. 0.0005 TWH versus Bitcoin's 73 terawatts per hour. I believe that's what TWH. Fast, 4 seconds. Scalable, 15 TPS transactions per second. Cheap, 0.004 cents per transaction. Scalable to 50 million plus. Guys, that's what we hold. That is what we hold. That is what we hold. You guys know I always say is, listen, it's important to understand. But this Buffett is friend with Gates. Buffett owns massive amounts of Morpheus. Says Nate BXP. Buffett knows this is his way of getting in early. Yep, exactly, man. That's such a good point. Such a good point, Nate BXP. Because the dude is not going to be moving with Bank of America the way he has for no reason. For no reason. He has to know. Of course he knows. He owns so much of it. Of course he knows. I said that in my stream. If you guys haven't checked out that video that I did on Bank of America, you definitely want to check that out, maybe. I love his comment. I love this comment. Love this comment. He said, Buffett said this. And after you do your due diligence, you do your own homework, right? And you look at this particular investment. He says, if you can't hold on to that investment for 10 years, then you should not hold on to that investment for 10 minutes. I love that. I love that. Man, I cannot wait. Nate B, XRP. I cannot wait, guys. One day we'll be laughing, chilling somewhere, maybe even Liechtenstein, laughing about the price of XRP today at 20 something cents. We are so blessed. It is almost scary where we are. Crypto Siege. Did you see that at Grayscale added a digital large cap fund? I did see that, as a matter of fact, called the G. Bitcoin they would not continue down that road without confidence, without question. Absolutely. A public one, right? So, right, they made a public one, and I absolutely, without question, they're creating products because they know digital asset space is, in fact, becoming a new digital asset class that is more than likely going to eat up the vast majority of the other asset classes. And guys, listen, we are early to this game. We're early to this game. Never ever forget that. Don't get caught up in the game that old money is playing, in that where they're trying to shake you out of the market. Don't get caught up in that game. Understand what you hold. Understand what you hold. Take that Warren Buffett quote and embrace it. Write it down. Read it every single day. Understand what it is that you hold. So guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this up. Never forget this, guys. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel, trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our time to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sideline? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. Victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye. Robert Westbrook, I appreciate that, bro.